Hi guys, welcome back. I just wanted to share with you a new journal that was going to be going into my Etsy shop. This one was, the cover was made with a vintage pillowcase that actually came from my grandma's. So it's got some really nice crochet detail on it. And then I have this lace, eyelet lace here. And so this is from the pillowcase. And then I added different vintage squares of vintage sheet fabric. And I added that on all sides, so the bottom or the spine and then this. And so then what I also did was added some embroidery detail around in certain places. So I just accented some of the leaves, the flowers. On the spine, I added some embroidery detail on the butterfly, added some little French knots and some little green stems here. And then on the front, it's pretty plain. Like I kind of kept it just kind of plain because I like this detail here. And then I finished off the corners here with just some cute green gingham, or what is that called? Gingham? No, not gingham. Grosgrain ribbon. And then this is the inside. So you can see this is the inside of the vintage pillowcase. Again, more of that beautiful vintage crochet or tatted trim. And then some of the embroidery that was on the pillowcase. And this is a bee journal. It does have a bee theme and kind of a garden theme to it. I used a lot of pages from My Porch Prints. Definitely check her out. She has some great stuff in her shop. So I would say the majority of things in this kit are from My Porch Prints, and I'll try to point out sometimes if I see something that's not from her shop. So I have lots of journaling space in this journal, so that's really great if you're a person that likes to journal. I have lots of elements like this in the journal as well, so that you can write on the back of them. Most of the things on the back are blank. So there's lots of space for journaling. And then I have these in pockets so you can journal behind it, or you can also pull the stuff out of the pockets and then journal on those things. I have a little ticket here that comes off. It's just with a little Tim Holtz paper clip. I have about 6 of these embellishment clusters throughout the journal that I think are really pretty. I have some copper foiling detail here. A lot of them have some copper stitching where you can see here vintage buttons and twine and some stickers and printables. Some of this is some German book paper as well. So there's vintage paper, there is some white vellum in the background, and just kind of a variety of items in those clusters. So here's just lots of journaling space. Here's another tuck. Again, you can journal on the back of here. Here is a card that comes out, and it's just a really pretty flower on the back. And then this comes out. So this is also just some collage piece. I have a lot of pearl details in this particular book. And then the back is a place for you to journal. And that just slips back in here. Here is another book page here that I just did some splattering of some of the colors that I have in my stash. This is another ticket from My Porch Prints. These are just some tickets that you can also write on the back of, and then they just slip up here in this little tuck space. I did reinforce these pages. They are vintage book pages. I didn't want them to crack, so I reinforced them with this really beautiful washi. It looks like a honeycomb. It's kind of a gold color. More journaling space. More of that book page, more tags. These are collaged with different fussy cuts that I have. I think these are Tim Holtz. I think that ticket might be Tim Holtz. I can't quite remember. Some vintage fabric that I dyed. I have some twine in here, just a little number. And the back is just the tag from My Porch Prints. Another one here. This is just a plain card. Nothing's on it. And then here I just did a little collaging with the ticket on that tag. And then this is just a little pocket here that this all goes into. And it just tucks in like that. More journaling spot, another one of those clusters with that gold or copper foil, some doily, more cheesecloth, things like that for my stash. More journaling space, another tuck spot with lots of places to write. This is a little postage stamp. This is from Tim Holtz. Some I just said what this was. It is cheesecloth and a little butterfly embellishment. Again, something I just got in my stash, and some little fabric piece, and the back is blank. Here's another card with some more of the pearl detail. This one's black pearls. These come out so that you can write on them as well. And they just tuck in like that. And then the back is this really pretty rose. And then this all fits back in the pocket. It's a little tuck spot. It's a corner tuck, so you can kind of slide things in from the side. More places to journal. Another tuck spot. This is just some more pearl details here, and more just simple cards that are blank on the back that you can write on. Lots and lots of journaling space in this journal. More of that book page that I dyed with my inks. Another little cluster. Vintage button. Some Tracy labels from Tracy Fox. Lots of journaling space. Another tuck. More foiling detail and a pearl. Some of that more vintage book page from like a German book. Some stamping. The back's just kind of plain. Here's another card that I collaged on with a little vellum sticker. Some more of that pearl detail. And this just a little tag that fits in this tuck. And the back is just these cute little lovebirds or doves. More vintage book page. Some plain pages, more pages. Another tuck spot with lots of cards. These are all just simple cards that are plain on the back. And I have these two, again, just plain on the back. Some more journaling space, lots of journaling space. More tickets that just fit in a little ticket tuck here. They're all plain on the back. Another one of the little clusters, with a little doily and a vintage stamp and some more cheesecloth. Here is another embellished kind of card with some cheesecloth on it, some stickers, or I'm sorry, stickers, some another pearl, and just some more space for journaling. And this is just another tag, simple, very simple collaging on that one. Another little ticket with a little paper clip. Here's a tuck spot that you can tuck things up into. Again, this is just a plain. This one's decorated with a little bit of fabric and some pearl detail. Those just tuck up in there. More blank pages. Another tuck. Got a couple cards here with some pearl detail, more of that stamping with the flower, a little bee with some vintage trim and a vintage button, and then another little tag with a nice little reinforced circle here, some vintage fabric, and then some vintage buttons, and then I did some stamping on the back. Or just simple pages. Another one of those clusters. This is another one of those Tracy Fox labels with some gold or copper foiling. More little tickets that tuck in and come out. They just have beautiful images. I love my porch prints. It's just so gorgeous. Here's another collage card, blank on the back so you can journal. This one is probably one of my favorite tags. I like the little fabric that comes off the top and on the side, just real simple. And then simple place for you to journal on the back as well. And that just tucks in there. I did add a couple tabs. I have one tab in each of the signatures. There is 4 signatures in this book. Here's just a little fussy cut bee. More tags, lots and lots of tags and journaling spots in this that you can pull out. Here's another tag. I thought this was really cute with the copper zigzag stitch. It's plain on the back. More just collaging on the front with some pearl detail, some stamping, and then it's a plain back. So this is some stamping in the background. Some plain pages. Another little tuck, more vintage trim. I'll show you a close up of that. Let's get some more copper stitching, a vintage button, another one of the, I think that's a Tracy label. I can't quite remember. I have some other labels in my stash. They're not all Tracy Fox, but here's a little envelope that opens up and it has a cute little kind of card in it. Just some coffee dyed, tea dyed paper. Just slips in here and closes, and that tucks there. This envelope is just pretty simple. I didn't really do too much with this one. I just kind of folded it up and then inked around the edges. And then if you open it up, it is just this piece of ledger paper. It's a printable. And it's just kind of distress inked on the back. That just slides in here, and then I just tuck this across the page or over the edge of the page, and then I clip it down with a little paper clip, maybe. That goes like that. And then the last, I think, little tuck here, and 2 more tags, plain on the back, and then this is a little booklet I made. So you can see here I just did some embellishing. This is glued on, and it's a little flip book. And then inside there's a bunch of different paper. So this is some straw paper. Oop, it's connected. Some straw paper, and I did do some punching on the bottom to make it kind of fancy. Got some coffee paper in here. This is that green masking, painter's masking paper. And it's just like a little booklet with a couple different pages in it, just for some extra space for journaling. And this all tucks down here. There, and then that's the last page, and this is the back of the book. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about this journal, or you're interested in purchasing the journal, you can hop over to my Etsy store. I have the link below where you can find this. And yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.